like to call the meeting to order. Yeah, roll, please.
Yep. Kelso. Here. Butterfield. Here. Jones. Here. Spar. Here. Hanback and Bartholomew are both absent. And Warren.
Thank you. Everybody's had a chance to look at our minutes from the September 23rd meeting, and there's no amendments. Do I hear a motion for approval?
I move we approve the minutes of the September 23rd meeting as presented.
I'll second that.
All right. Jones.
Yes.
Spar.
Yes.
Warren.
Yes.
Kelso.
Yes.
Butterfield.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Okay, our only case tonight is case number 25-03. A variance has been requested for a property located at 420 East Washington Street. The petitioner seeks a variance from section 1053 of Village Municipal Code in relation to fence size, limitations, and fence material. This fence is a 6-foot chain link fence to enclose proposed special use in R1, a publicly owned park. So with that, Joel, if you want to step up, we'll swear you in. All right.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Very good. Joel, if you just state your name and address. And then you,
Joel Dickerson, I'm the Executive Director with the Morton Park District. Heavy microphone here. The Park District address 349 West Birchwood here in Morton. Do you need my home address as well? All right. So as was stated, we're looking for the property at 420 East Washington Street to develop a dog park in that location. We acquired that property as a gift from the village a couple years ago and have been working with village staff over the last couple years to finalize plans and are set to approve through the park board to develop the space. I've provided you all with a design drawing for what we would be looking at. And essentially, we're here to talk about fencing. The national standard for dog park fencing in public recreation settings is a minimum of 5 feet. We're asking for a 6-foot vinyl coated chain link fence. That because 5-foot fencing is not a standard item that's kept in stock. 6-foot fencing is actually less expensive for us to procure than 5-foot fencing, as well as adding safety as well. Chain link for the reason of visibility. We want our police force to be able to maintain public safety by seeing through the space in a public space when we have a number of people who are there. So as opposed to putting up any type of privacy fencing that would shield their view from being able to see into the property, we're requesting that it be vinyl coated chain link fence. So very similar to what you see here at the pickleball courts that we installed. That's 8-foot fence. This would be 6 foot. And that's basically what we're asking for.
and that's not the whole park. That's just that little, the large area.
The large dog park portion of it. The smaller dog park portion, if you're going to restrict size of dogs, which we plan on doing, segregating the smaller dog and larger dog, we don't need to have the 6-foot fence in that area. So we would be looking at doing just a regular 4-foot fence in that space.
Does anybody in the audience wish to comment? If you would, you could stand up, be sworn in, come up to the podium and ask your question, if that's all right.
If that's all right.
Yeah, Joel, just step back and. If you could just state your name and address.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
then
My name is Chad Hooley. I own a couple different properties right there. I own the 214 South 4th, which is on the corner adjacent from where this is being proposed. I also own 209 South 4th Street, which is next to the other vacant lot from the house that was torn down. There on the opposite side of the corner as well. And then I own 2 houses on Washington Street as well, which is not too far away from the dog park. Or being proposed as dog park. So I guess my question first of all was, has it been approved to actually be a dog park? I knew the park district had purchased this, but I didn't actually realize that it was gonna be proposed as a dog park. I thought it was gonna be more of a playground type area for children, kind of in the area and stuff. So did I miss something that it was approved as a dog park?
Zach can answer.
So in terms of that process and how these meetings kind of line up is kind of odd. This first meeting is just to seek approval to put the 6-foot chain link at this parcel. The next meeting that's at 7 o'clock is actually to then to have the special, or a special use to have a dog park in R1. So at 7 o'clock, that meeting will be to suggest approving to the Board of Trustees that this parcel become a dog park. So this would just be to approve the 6-foot fence at this meeting. Next meeting is to actually have it be a dog park.
That's
So-
the planning commission
Right.
at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
They'll talk about the dog park. This is just about the fence.
So just with the fence alone, and I apologize for reading stuff up here with you. On this, where was the parking planning to be at with this?
So
Is this
where-
the blue area here?
Yeah,
that's
so
not-
where the existing concrete comes into the property,
Sure.
we would be adding additional concrete here to provide for off-street parking.
Okay, and you said this is a chain link vinyl fence that's coming around here, not a solid fence. Is there any greenscape or anything on the backside of this fence, or are you gonna run it right up to the?
We will,
Up to the
plan is,
to the sidewalk.
the plan is to run it a little bit inside of the sidewalk. There will be signage on the corner, which it sounds like you own a property over here.
Yes, I do on this one. This is
Yeah.
north, so I own this one here on this corner and then another there.
Not that around. Can you pull that up so I can see, so I know where your car is?
Here, you can do this
No,
one.
I have that, right?
This piece
Yeah. So where's your property?
So I have one here on this corner of Washington and Fourth, and then you have the open lot where the house was taken down. And then you have this house, the white house, a two-story house that's next to this one.
So we do plan on having some landscaping on the corner up here around the sign in the vicinity, as there will be irrigation controllers and things like that around. So we are planning on landscaping around that. You can see that there's some landscaping itemized here, and I am certain that we will be doing some in this vicinity as well. But along these sides on Washington and Fourth, our plan is to run it as close to the sidewalk as will be allowed, just to maximize the amount of space that we have here for the dog park.
What is the allowed distance between sidewalk to fence there? Is it allowed to run right up to the edge of that?
5 foot.
In terms of the fencing there, you can basically put it on your property line, how the code kind of reads there, or just, yeah, we work together with the park district on that layout, so that would be what the setbacks would be from the property lines, how it shows there.
Okay. So is there a reason that it's not a solid fence instead of it being a
If he
chain?
wants to, so they can look through it when somebody, see who's in there.
You mean
It-
a solid fence, like a privacy fence?
Yeah, like you're saying it's vinyl, right? So it's a vinyl.
Vinyl coated chain link.
So black, so like
Black chain link.
So like a black chain link, 6 feet tall?
Yes.
Okay, so I know it's not this meeting, but probably the next one that's coming up.
Right.
So like, have you thought about switching this to make this the 4 foot and this the 6 foot?
Well, because large dogs take up more space. So the larger balance of the property would need to be there for larger dogs.
So how many dog parks does Morton, I know we're probably reaching this, how many
Yeah,
dog
I
parks?
think we can read it all off topic here. This is, we're doing the fence. Yeah, no question about the
I
fence.
do, I have some
I
concern
don't
about
think it has
that.
to do with how many dog parks we have.
Well, my concern is the fence is see-through. You're gonna have parking here, so the headlights would be constantly possibly coming in and out, given the
I
time of the
think
year.
it's a daylight, it can't, it's gonna be
Our
flowing.
park, all of our parks close at 11, but this, I mean, this isn't gonna be used after dark time.
I disagree with that. You have a large apartment complex next to this and townhouses just down the road from this. I think this would be overly used.
That would be a good comment for the planning commission as far as this layout and what they're doing. Right now, it's just talk about the fence.
So that's why I was asking, can we switch it, not have the 6 foot fence there if you guys do
He's
approve
already
it?
done the plan, so no, I don't think.
So that's not debatable at all to have it that
No,
way or not?
that's their plan. They submitted this plan to us for approval, not to change, and, you know, they can't change that.
Sir, that could be something that you could bring up to the planning commission as well.
We just, our board has not yet
So your board just says, we have a fence, can we do a fence in the fence? Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Good. Do you need anything else from me?
No.
Other than the step aside?
Does anybody else in the audience wish to comment? All right, okay. All right, does anybody on the board have any more questions, Joe? With that, do I hear a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I would grant case number 25-93.
Do a roll call?
Yes.
Spar?
Yes.
Kelso?
Yes.
Warm?
Yes.
Jones? Butterfield?
Yes.
Okay, motion is passed. Thank you, Joe. And, Zach, we have any other business?
That's all for me.
Anything on the horizon for next month, or?
So far, nothing that I've heard of yet, but obviously, a lot can change in a day, so.
Trustee Hilliard, anything?
No, Mr. Chairman, I have nothing tonight. But thank
All
you
right,
for
with that,
asking.
do I hear a motion for adjournment?
I move we adjourn.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right.
See you guys.
All right, yeah.